Buenas.
Hola, Enola.
¿Cómo estás?
Poquito cansada, pero tengo excitement.
Y yo también. Do I look weird? Is my face weird looking?
Do you think you have on too much foundation?
Yeah. Well, then I do.
No, you don't. I'm recalling a moment in which
Well,
we
you
were.
know, I always feel stupid with this stuff on.
It doesn't look like it. Let's see, Mari. I was recalling a time that you asked me that, and you felt like you had on too much foundation. That's why I asked.
It's because I never have any on. You'll tell us what to do about this.
Yes. So we have to pick a spot at some point to light them. There's Laurena. She's got her candles. Wonderful. Laurena, we gotta rename you. Do you want to be Dr. Laurena White tonight?
However you feel is most appropriate.
I just love calling you Dr. White. You may have noticed this.
Except for it, and I don't tire. I don't tire of
Hey, you earned it.
Yeah,
you can
tell my
save
mom,
a
I said,
life.
listen, Mom, I said, I don't put it out there, but I'm also not going because it's a reminder of the time, the effort, the blood, the sweat, the tears, all the things that went into getting to this point. And trust me, there were a lot of breakdowns on the road.
I can imagine. You can actually save somebody's life.
Yes, I have.
Wow.
Well, there you go.
Are we just one I take out, Jan?
Yes, just one.
Just one. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so what's the plan?
The plan is that what I don't have clear is when you need to light the flame. Do either one of you have someone nearby that can light the flame for you?
I have a flame right here here waiting to light it.
Okay.
Oh, I know that. I'll get one.
I just lit a candle because I always lit a candle when I'm in this room in general.
That's a good idea.
And I just lit the candle anyhow. I'm getting scissors now to cut this because I'm about to break a nail trying to get it open.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
I'm admitting Jabari, but still have Leon in the waiting room.
Okay. Great idea.
Is this necklace like too tacky?
What?
This necklace, I was just wondering if it's just really
I can't see it that well.
You can't see it? Okay, good. You just see a blue thing? That's fine.
Oh, okay.
Okay, all right, that's good.
All right.
That works for me. So what we need to do is I think Jabari is coming online. Jabari, is that you? I think that we have both been, so first of all, we're recording unless Zoom told you, forewarned you, we are recording.
Yes.
And Jabari and I have been registering other people, which is why Laurena came on in a different name. And so I'm hoping this is Jabari. Because what we wanted to work out is, the passing.
Right.
Make sure that we're passing from the right way. So this is our tech rehearsal.
Okay, am I centered properly, do you think?
Yes, you are. That's a beautiful top. It's gorgeous.
I'm sorry?
It's a beautiful top.
It's a whole dress.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. I love that.
Okay.
Thank you.
So let's see. What I want to do is practice spotlighting.
Okay.
It's a beautiful candle, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you.
So
yeah.
beautiful.
Well, I was stressing about what the object was going to be. Beautiful. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is unexpected. So you two are showing up on top of each other as opposed to side by side. So,
but I feel I'm seeing Laurena as side by side.
are you? Oh, good. Okay. I have you
I'm
both.
seeing side by side too. Yeah.
Are you?
If I pass this way, am I passing it to you?
No, the other way.
Yeah, we need to like switch I guess if we could switch each other, then she could pass. Are you passing? You're passing to your right.
Yes.
And then I'll receive from my right. Because
Right.
now, if I
Well,
pass,
it seems right. I'm going here, and then you were going to go do that again. What
To
you
the
did.
right. Yes.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm passing to an empty.
Yeah, exactly. And then you bring back to center. Enola, I think you had it nailed down perfectly. That pace was wonderful. You did it nice and slow. So Enola, can you mirror again? Very good. Good. And then you bring it back slowly in front of you, Laurena. Beautiful. Good. Okay. Okay.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Me too.
See, okay, Jackie Mayo is here, so we're going to admit her.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, we're doing Jackie Randolph, though. It's the wrong Jackie. I keep doing that.
Yeah, Jackie, both of them were like, Jackie Randolph was like, I didn't receive anything. And I was like, I know she sent it. And then I looked in the thing and I was like, yeah, she sent it to Jackie Mayo. And then Jackie Mayo was like, this is great. This looks great. And I'm like, not for you. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I did see that message.
Yeah. I was like, okay, sorry about that.
Whatever. Yeah.
Like, let's re-forward this to the correct people.
Oh, gosh.
Okay.
And they're both Jackies, but one spells it Lyn, one's Line, and keeping that straight, it was
Jackie R and Jackie M.
Jackie R and Jackie M. That's what I say. And Jackie R looks exactly like my aunt. And
oh, really?
I mean, down to her freckles. We are a freckled bunch.
That is funny.
So
that is funny.
When I see her, I see my auntie, I see my mom, but like she looks exactly like my aunt. Well, my mom's aunt. And when I see her freckles, my thing is, yes, like that's how her face looks, her hair, the way Jackie cuts her hair. I mean, everything.
That's beautiful.
It is so beautiful. I was like, Jackie R, you were sent for me. You were sent for me.
Yeah. I keep wanting to tell her that my granddaughter reminds me of her.
Uh-huh.
You know, like what my granddaughter might be.
Uh-huh. Yeah. She's sent for me. She is sent for me.
So now I have you side by side again.
Okay.
And I'm just going to keep you both side by side like this, just pinned.
I think that's a good idea.
Okay. Yeah, just to eliminate the extra layers. And so I love it.
Yes. Hey, Jabari. Hi, Leon.
Greetings.
Hello, hello. Jabari, I thought I had already admitted you. I was explaining that we probably have been registering people so much that we're showing up under other people's names. Other people are going to be showing up with our names. So.
Hello, Reverend Dr. Bailey.
Oh, Enola.
How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I am fantastic. So very, very grateful to this young lady right here.
Oh, no.
Yeah, she's all right. She's all right.
Yeah, she's better than all right.
Coming from Leon, that is like an A+. So I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it.
Don't take that. Don't take that.
No.
Hello, Enola. This is Lorraine Blackman.
Hey, Lorraine Blackman, how are you?
I'm wonderful. I wouldn't have missed this for the world.
Oh, thank you so much. We must get together, at least virtually.
I like that.
Sounds like a plan.
Especially by the seaside, which is where you seem to always be.
Where I love to be. Oh
Me
my
too.
gosh, I love it.
Me too. Me too.
Mm.
You look beautiful, and congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks to Dr. Laurena White.
Hello, Dr. White.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. You're following in some really big footsteps.
Oh, please, don't I know it? Don't I know it? Don't I know it? But it
Well,
reminds me of when like I used to play dress up in my mom's shoes and put on her heels. I'm about to play some dress up and walk in some of these shoes for a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. But hopefully you can sit by the seaside and she'll mentor you.
Absolutely. And I'm here for all the mentorship, all of it.
Right.
yeah,
Oh,
by the seaside. That's
Oh
the
yeah, and by the
place.
seaside is even better because that's
Yeah.
my favorite place to be.
yes, yes. So congratulations to you too.
Thank you so much.
Jan, do you have the video?
I don't have the video, do you?
I do. I sent it via email. Did you get it?
I saw it.
I did see it. It looked really good. I'm gonna make you co-host. So can you play it? Is that all right?
I think that should be fine.
Okay. And I see another you in the waiting room, but it looks like Baba Onaje's picture.
Yeah, something is happening on my end that's kind of strange here too. So I don't know why that is. Oh, I know what's happening. Okay.
Is it because we were registering other people?
Yes.
Yes. So if you all can rename yourself.
I renamed Enola and Laurena.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, because we've been having issues with our gravity forms. So I did share with people because Zoom makes it difficult to share an objective general Zoom link.
Mm-hmm.
I was sharing with people my Zoom link in particular.
Okay.
So as people trickle in, Baba J, if you can just rename yourself, then that would be much appreciated.
Jackie Randolph says she's in the waiting space. She just sent me a text.
Okay, all right, so she might be another Jabari. Lorraine, do you spell your name with 2 R's or 1?
Lauren with an A, 1 R.
Oh, I was asking Miss Blackman.
Oh, my bad.
Two R's.
2 R's. Okay.
Great.
Sorry.
It's going to be a fun evening. I feel it coming on.
We may have about 6 jam burgers as well, so
Right.
it'll be very interesting.
Well, Jan, we're able to pin comments, right?
I don't know about pinning comments.
Okay,
I'm not sure about that.
no problem then.
Leon, do you have any questions about the script?
No, I'm just honored that I got such a prime role. Thank you.
Yes, yes, and welcome, Baba. Thank you so much for being here to do us this service.
Is that Jackie Randolph that's in as Jabari number 2?
I see Jackie Mayo in the waiting room, and it looks like her picture.
Jackie Randolph is in the waiting room. There she is. She's
Here I
Jabari
am.
number 2. That's her.
Here we go.
Oh,
Can you change her name for her?
Yes.
Thank you.
my name is Jabari Lane.
Hi, Baba J, Dr. Onaje.
Hello, Baba J, Dr. Onaje.
Would you please tell me how to correctly pronounce your last name?
You're mute.
Yeah, think of a cow. Just think of a cow. Moo-eed.
Moo.
Moo-eed.
Moo-eed.
That's what I
Okay.
was doing.
Moo-eed.
Ooh-ee.
All right. Thank you for being here. It's good to
Oh,
see
it's
you.
an honor and pleasure.
Yeah.
Glad to see your face.
In your
Glad to
sky
be here.
blue. Love it. And Jackie, are you Jackie?
Q-U-E.
Q-U-E. Thank you.
Line though.
Yeah, Q-U-E-L-I-N-E if you do the whole thing.
Do you want your whole thing?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Just how many people are coming?
I think we have about 110 registered for today?
Oh, I should not have asked.
Was that correct, Jabari, or is that for Friday?
We have almost 130 registrants in total.
Fabulous.
Majority of them registered for today's event.
So, Dr. White and I won't be able to see most of the people. Is that correct, Jan?
Can you probably not, because
No, I'm good with that.
you're okay with that.
I'd rather just see you because you're friendly faces and I can focus on the people that I know.
Yeah,
And
me
still,
too.
without having to be distracted by all the other potential movements. Everybody that I know is right here. So
yeah,
hopefully someone will take screenshots or something so we can see what everybody else saw in the process.
And that reminds me, I need to get a handkerchief. I'll be right back because I know I'm going to cry.
Well, I started, like I told Javari, I started misting up as I was reading my remarks, but I was reading the prayer right before that. And I think Leon says it. So I was like hearing him say it. And I was like, okay, what are you crying for? What are you crying for? Stop it. But it was just a beautiful prayer of blessing. And I think I was hearing him say it in his voice. And then Jackie says, you're going to say some remarks. And I was like, after I cleaned my face.
It's really beautiful, Jan. Question, where does the candle passing go? Because Jan, you said that it's supposed to happen 3 times, and
yes,
can we do that?
Yes. Do you want to practice that?
Yes, please.
Okay. There's no verbal or visual cues for the passing. So we may need, can you two see each other?
Yes. I can see, and I'm going to mirror the speed at which she starts that I receive it in.
Okay.
And I'm not going to keep my candle in the picture until hers is out of the picture.
Yes, that is correct.
The question is, though, what is the passing 3 times? 2 times?
It's 3.
Okay, so what do we do?
Leon will prompt you. He will say, to complete this ritual, Nana Enola will pass the flame to Sister Laurena. She will do this 3 times, but only on the 3rd time will she accept and keep this flame. By keeping this light, she accepts and assumes the leadership of Community Healing Network as Nana Enola, now takes her place as the Elder Griot of this organization. Please come off mute to affirm your approval. So when you hear that network as Nana Enola now takes her place as the Elder Griot of this organization, that is your cue to pass 3 times.
That is not when I tear up. It's when I get chills. Right. I mean, I really want to thank everybody for this. I am so grateful for this.
So Enola, pass yours. Let me see again.
Oh.
No, the other. Well,
it's going to be depending on this how your screen is oriented. It's not going to line up.
Oh, okay.
Because right now I'm passing to my right and Enola's passing to my right, but I'm receiving. It looks like I'm receiving from not Enola.
Right. Yeah.
So again, this is virtual, y'all. We're gonna have to all get creative. We all gonna get creative
and go with the flow.
And go with the flow. Use your imagination a little bit.
Okay.
So go ahead, Enola. Can you do it one more time? And so when I'm gonna pass it back to you. So keep yours off screen until you see mine off. But go ahead, you can start because you'll be the one starting.
Am I doing it right?
When mine goes off screen, bring yours back on. And I'm going to be off screen when yours is on. So there should only be one candle in the screen at a time.
Okay.
All right, you can start.
Yeah, so the tricky part is passing it slowly and then having it come under you some kind of way, like off screen.
Yeah, I'm just holding mine like literally right off the screen, so I don't have to try to figure out how long it's going to take to get it back on screen. So it's really right off screen right now because it's right here and now it's not.
Okay, I just sent Ram a text and he said he sent me an email. So just checking. This. Yeah, I don't have the email.
And now you keep it.
And now I keep it.
Okay.
Yeah, that was it. Enola.
Yes, ma'am.
Instead of bringing it to your lap, when you go to the right, just hold it right there on the right off screen, and then now bring it back in, and then you don't have to do the
Okay.
kind of thing.
Can you try it one more time?
Yep, absolutely.
Okay. Thank you, doctor. Yeah, got it.
That was perfect.
Yeah.
Yes. See, again, we can learn new tricks. We can learn new tricks.
So Ram had an emergency counseling situation. He says he'll be here in 15 minutes. And so
has the slideshow started?
Not yet. We'll start that when people arrive. So we're 2 minutes after. Okay, so he says he'll be here in 15 minutes. It looks like he'll likely drum for the closing instead of the opening.
So yeah, that's good.
So Jan, do I get a cue to start talking, or do I just look at the time or look at the script?
Let me get up the script. I think that you begin speaking when the video ends. Let's see.
Okay.
You begin speaking when the video ends. Okay. Okay, so Ram will be here at the end for drumming.
Okay.
So before we begin, can I share my screen and just troubleshoot the video? How does that sound?
Yes, definitely.
Yes, that would be good.
All right, great. I think that should be fine. That's fine, right? I just want to make sure you're able to hear it. You can see it, right?
Yes.
Is
you
it
can hear it.
Okay.
Enola, potentially lighting your candle when Leon sang his prayer.
Okay. During his prayer before.
Yeah, let that be the trigger that when he starts saying his prayer, which is, it's his prayer. Then Jackie invites me to give my words. But I think the prayer is right after. No, when's the passing start? Leon says that part, right?
Yes.
Right. So when he starts, light the candle.
When he starts, what does he say to start?
Leon, go ahead, Jan.
We welcome you in the deepest sense of the word.
That's a very beginning.
You're right.
The very beginning.
That is the very beginning. Sorry, I was in the wrong place in the document.
You want her to have the
so Jan, I think where it goes today and always, Sister Laurena, may the ancestors that part.
That part.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I've been practicing.
I know, and that's why I was like, I was practicing hearing it in your voice. That's why I can recognize it. I was like, that's it.
And that's where I plan to light it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna light mine then. So I know it's lit.
Ready.
And then I don't have to have any drama in the process of like, why won't it light?
Light candle.
All right, good. So right now we have just about 16 people in the waiting room, which is a very small number from our registrants.
Right.
So we can make some decisions about when we'd like to start.
Can we at least put for the waiting room people, or the waiting room, they have to be let in order to see the video, right?
They do, and Jabari has been sending them messages, letting them know that we'll open the room shortly. So,
okay.
Yeah.
So they don't have to text you, Laurena, like I did.
No, so you got an inside connection. You got an inside connection.
And the
Do you
video.
think there's any benefit? Because if we're going to start right away, or are we going to start and then have let the video play? Is there any benefit to starting the video now so that people who are in the waiting room can have something to at least entertain them, and then give it whatever amount of time until people, the appropriate number of people, requisite number of people arrive?
Right. Can you show the video in the waiting room?
No.
That's the question.
Yeah.
No. So the video is 10 minutes as well, just about 10 minutes. So if we surpass, if we need more time, I can just replay it again and people can watch it again.
Yeah, I think start the video now and then let it do its thing, and that'll buy some time so people weren't like, what won't you say?
So you're suggesting we open the room now, start the video, and then replay it if necessary?
Yep. Keep it playing. I mean, till whatever the decent time is. I guess if it's 10 minutes, don't play it any more than twice, because then we'll be now at like 7:30.
Right, exactly.
So I guess the two questions I have is, Jan, can you let me know when you would like for me to stop or pause the video to commence the ceremony?
That's the question I was wondering too. At how many people do we want to begin? Do we want to start at 30 people or
do you want to do it at a specific time?
Yeah. What do you all think? But this is the decision we're making.
I think time.
Yeah. I'd like to have a number of people, but if it if it gets beyond a certain time, we just got to go.
Yeah.
So what is that certain time?
7:20.
Okay. That works for me.
I'm proposing 7:30.
Okay. I can be overridden. I can be overruled.
So if we open the room in 2 minutes, that would take us to 7:20.
Yeah.
And then we watch it
two times around.
Yeah, I can get on board with 2 times around. And if you ain't in by then, you were supposed to be here half an hour ago. So I really don't have any sympathy for you.
And Nana Enola, what is your vote? What say you? 7:20.
I run by I run trains. I run trains. They leave the station at a particular time.
Exactly.
Your throat is making me go get something to drink. Or lozenge.
See, Enola said it better. My thing is, who we waiting on? Y'all knew what time this was. So, but Enola said a little bit more gently.
So Jabari, halfway through the video, is there a natural place that seems like we can end so we're not watching it completely twice? So we do 15 minutes of video?
Yeah, we could do that. I don't know what that point would be, but we can make it happen.
Okay. All right. So we're at 7:10. Shall we open the room?
Let's do it.
Baba Onaje, before we do that, might you bless us with a spontaneous prayer?
Be open. May our minds be at peace. And may we deliver divine speech. Ashe, ashe, asheo.
Thank you so much.
Also, before we let people in, just be mindful of on mute, off mute echo. So if you aren't talking, and I know this is an extra layer, I'm guilty all the time. I start talking and I'm on mute, but just for the continuity, because there are going to be a 11 people up there who aren't muted. And so they're going to be potentially background noises. At least we can keep our background noise to a minimum. If we're not talking, put yourself on mute.
All of them should be muted. Can't the host mute all those 1,500 people?
Yes, we can. All right. We are muting.
And the
Sorry, Jackie, I muted you really quickly. We were in preparation. Okay. Okay. Jabari, I'm going to let people in now.
Angatolu. Ok, Aro. Ok. Chabla. Agangatolu arueta, arroba boia, oia. Agangatolu arueta, arroba boia. arueda, agangatolo 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 arueda. Agatolo arueda, agatolo arueda, agatolo arueda. Salve, gente! Em que linha do horizonte meu olhar se embaraçou? Que caminho de fonte minha sede secou? E a estrada que prendeu na poeira os meus passos? Que noite atendeu no meu corpo o cansaço? 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 Oh, cansaço. No meu corpo o cansaço? No meu corpo o cansaço? No meu corpo o cansaço? No meu corpo o cansaço?
A Gangatolu. Ok, Aro. Ok. Chapa. A Gangatolu. A Gangatolu Arueda, a roupa boia, olha. A Gangatolu Arueda, a roupa boia.
Thank you all for being here so much for this leadership transition ritual. I am Jan Bergers, Community Healing Network's community manager. Jacqueline, I turn it to you. Thank you so much.
All right. Hello and welcome. My name is Jacqueline Randolph, and I am a board member of Community Healing Network. Joining me is my esteemed and colleague and fellow board member, Leon Bailey. This evening, we wholeheartedly welcome you to the first event of Community Healing Days 2023. Tonight, we witness the transition of leadership from our founder and president emerita, Enola G. to our executive director, Dr. Laurena White. Launched in 2006 to build a global grassroots movement for the emotional emancipation of global Africans, CHN has worked tirelessly to defeat the lie of white superiority and Black inferiority and embrace the truth of Black humanity. At St. Luke's Church in New Haven, Connecticut, which is the third oldest predominantly Black Episcopal church in the nation, Enola G. Airb's vision for the flourishing of Black people officially began. In September of 2008, CHN issued a call to healing and renewal, urging Black people everywhere to put time in for healing at the top of their list by annually celebrating Community Healing Days on the third weekend of October. Endorsed by Dr. Maya Angelou, founding chair of the CHN's Board of Advisors, in September of 2010, Dr. Angelou issues a call. She says to call to wear sky blue during Community Healing Days, asking people to take a stand for emotional emancipation and to show our collective determination to turn the pain of the blues into the sky blue of unlimited possibilities. This Community Healing Days, we celebrate the 15th anniversary of Community Healing Days and the 10th anniversary of Emotional Emancipation Circles. Today, 15 years after the founding of Community Healing Network, we gather to pass the flame of leadership. We welcome your comments in the chat, and your sentiments will be shared with Nana Enola and Sister Laurena after the ceremony. We thank Nana Rosalind Prodome and Brother Kate Asim for gifting us with the framework of this leadership transition ritual. Leon?
Thank you. In the deepest sense of the word, in the spirit of Sawubona, we see you, we hear you, we feel you. Tonight, I am reminded of an Akan proverb which states, if you think you are too small to make a difference, you haven't spent the night with a mosquito. Community Healing Network is that mosquito. We had the buzz of liberation as our ancestors have done for generations. Mirroring emotional emancipation circles, we will proceed with an adaptation of the Association of Black Psychologists President installment ceremony. Rise up in responsibility and sit down in humility. Based on the ancient Kemetic 7 cardinal virtues of Ma'at, a multifaceted concept that codifies a set of rules for appropriate conduct. We ask you, Enola, as CHN President Emerita, and Elder Griot, and you, Laurena, as CHN Executive Director, to commit to our traditional cultural values. The virtue of truth instructs you to speak with correctness, rise up in responsibility, and sit down in humility. The virtue of justice instructs you to stand up for what is just, fair, moral, and right. Rise up in responsibility and sit down in humility. The virtue of righteousness instructs you to be fair and equitable and to strive for clarity and openness in your communications. Rise up in responsibility and sit down in humility. The virtue of harmony instructs you to reject discord and chaos and strive for thoughtful solutions. Rise up in responsibility and sit down in humility. The virtue of order instructs you to conduct your affairs with clear direction, maintaining stability in your affairs. Rise up in responsibility and sit down in humility. the virtue of correctness, instructs you to personify honorable behavior that respects the traditions and values of our global African heritage. Rise up in responsibility and sit down in humility. Jacqueline. Jacqueline, mute.
Thank you. Today, Thursday, October 19th, 2023, we center these values by pouring libations in recognition of our ancestors. One of the sacred rituals of our African culture is known as the act of pouring libations. This ritual is usually performed in order to invite the ancestors to join us. To include our ancestors, an elder is given the honor to pour water into a life force, such as a plant, while asking all who are present to call out the names of those persons who are no longer with us, but who made a positive difference for our race, our community, and family. When we think about them and call their names, we let them know that we have not forgotten all that they did and that we honor them by remembering them. And by honoring our Nana Enola and Sister Laurena, we also honor our ancestors. In this ritual, we want to remember our ancestors and thank them for being the resilient ones. They are the ones that once captured from their village in Africa, did all that they could to resist the oppression of their captivity. Today, in this space, we are grateful that we represent the ones that they could not kill. We are grateful for the ones who persevered despite colonization and other forms of anti-Black oppression. We represent the ones whose survival bears witness to a mighty strong and indomitable spirit. Because we are the sons and daughters of those who survived their captivity, we have a sense of duty to not only thank them, but to honor them by committing ourselves to never forgetting our culture and doing all that we can each day in every way to uplift our race, our community, and our family. Yes, we are the ones, the blessed and gifted ones, who will never forget the humiliation our ancestors endured as they were robbed of their language, their food, dress, religion, and way of living. We are here today because of their sacrifices. So in our gratitude, we are required to always remember and thank them for all that they had to experience in order to make a way for us to be here today. Baba Ananje, please honor our ancestors by pouring libations.
Asante Sana. We have heard the name of Queen Mother Rosalind, but when we mention her, we must also mention Baba Leonard Dunstan. And to you, Baba, I ask permission to start the libation.
Permission granted, brother.
Asante Sana. Libation is the remembering of the order of things. We say ma'at, order, balance, harmony. And as we bring these rituals back into existence, rituals that have existed for thousands of years, We are calling ourselves back together in the spirit of Umoja unity. So let us thank them by pouring libation to our ancestors whose shoulders we stand on. As we ask them to bless our Nana Enola and Sister Laurena, and all of us who journey with them, this is our day and our way of centering our love, respect, and appreciation for them. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Deep breath out. We are calling our ancestors to join us, to bless us, and be proud of all that we do, and all that we wish for, and all that we build for. Let us now close our eyes, and each time we call a name, our elder I will pour libation in the form of water in this plant. Before pouring libation, I want to acknowledge the earth, Mother Earth, and the lands, indigenous lands that we occupy. Many of us coming from those traditions as well. And symbolically, I'm going to honor what is called honoring the four directions. Aho, 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 aho. What happens to be an eagle feather and a condor feather. Now, I've been asked to share with you some of my ancestors. And after a name is said, we say Ashe, which can be power or can be let it be, or so it is. To my father, to my daughter, Taisha Dawson, Ashe.
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 To my father, Thomas Oliver, Ashe.
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 To my great-grandmother, Martha Davis, Ashe.
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 To my grandmother, Nana Davis, Ashe.
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 To my grandfather, Edward Taylor, Ashe.
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 To my uncle, Bernard Taylor, Ashe.
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 To my sister, Leslie Oliver,
Ashe. Ashe.
Ashe.
to my grand uncle, Spencer Davis, Ashe.
Ashe. Ashe.
I'm going to take a leap way back in time, which is only tomorrow for us. And I want to bring forth the spirit of Queen Ty.
Ashe.
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 Ashe. I want to come a little closer now and honor the spirit of Sheikh Anta Diop.
Ashe. Ashe.
Bring this closer to home. We are reminded of the great revolutionary Assata Shakur, who still lives with us. But her name was put here for a reason for us to remember what she tells us. She says, we must love each other. We must, it's our duty to fight, it's our duty to win. We must love each other. We have nothing to lose but our chains. We were reminded to bring her into this as a form of womanhood and leadership as we are participating in tonight. So we are reminded of Sister Ama Ata Aido. Ashe.
Ashe.
And we're reminded of Shirley Chisholm. Ashe.
Ashe.
We're reminded of Audre Lorde.
Ashe.
We're reminded of Nina Simone.
Ashe.
We're reminded of the great Dr. Queen Mother, Maya Angelou.
Ashe.
Queen Mother, Harriet Tubman.
Ashe.
I call upon and thank the brothers as well, the Honorable Marcus Garvey.
Ashe.
The Honorable Dr. Martin Luther King.
Ashe.
The Honorable El Hajj Malik El Shabazz Malcolm X.
Ashe.
The Honorable Harry Belafonte.
Ashe.
We call upon the spirit of Nat Turner.
Ashe.
We call upon the spirit of Jean-Jacques Dessalines. Just the least. And Mandoma Somé.
Ashe.
And the elders, statements, historians, Dr. John Henry Clark.
Ashe.
And Dr. Ben Jockerman.
Ashe.
And Dr. Mutulu Shakur.
Ashe.
And certainly there's so many more that we can honor, and we think of them collectively. But now I want you to call out your ancestors. Call them out.
Percy Perryman Jr.
Ashe.
Lila Miller.
Very glad.
Ashe.
Senior.
Ashe.
Jesse Perryman. Ashe.
Ollie Sanderson. John Douglas White Senior.
Bert Cleckley. Ashe.
Mallory.
Emma Anthony. Ashe.
Abraham.
Renee
Ashe.
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 Percy Perryman Sr. Ashe.
Ashe.
John Perryman. Ashe.
Ashe.
Sam Gardner. Eliza
Ashe.
Christine Walters.
Dr. Patricia Newton.
Ashe.
Paul Bell.
Ashe.
So bone full Maladoma.
Ashe.
Ashe.
And all those who are yet to be born, who will come into the world and continue this work, we say Ashe.
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 Ashe. Ashe.
Deep breath in.
You.
Deep breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out as long as you can. Start their song.
Thank you. And we thank them for being the example of what resistance means. May their journey be a blessing to us always. Because we remember them, we love them, we honor them, and thank them for surviving their journey throughout their captivity. Enola? Nana Enola.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Jackie. Good evening, family, and happy Community Healing Days 2023. Happy Community Healing Days. I am of the African race, and it is under a sense of the most profound gratitude to the supreme ruler of the universe. I love these words by the African Renaissance man, Benjamin Banneker. I love being African. And it has been one of the greatest privileges of my life to have had the opportunity to launch Community Healing Network to contribute to a growing global African healing renaissance by doing our small part to build the movement for freedom from the most powerful weapon ever formed against us, the lie of white superiority and Black inferiority. I thank God and I thank our ancestors for this great privilege. I thank Diane Turner and Leon Bailey, Jacqueline Randolph, and other members of the CHN board, past and present, for their leadership, their steadfast support, and their selection of the awesome Dr. Laurena White as my successor. I thank CHN's amazing staff, past and present, Courtney Crossland, Diamond Hawkins, Chandra Roxanne, Jan Berger, John Lloyd, Jabari Lane, and Laurena White for doing the day in and day out work necessary to build this crucial movement. I thank each of you and everyone who over the last 17 years has supported with your time and your talent and your treasure the vision of a world in which our beloved children will be completely free, free of the lie, free to flourish, and free to soar. I thank all the people and organizations with which CHN has been working to strengthen bonds of connectedness and build collaborations and community. I promised I would only speak for 3 minutes, and then I had to thank people, so I was going to go over. I thank the global network of EEC facilitators and the hosts and coordinators of local community healing days celebrations. I thank Baba Leonard Dunstan, Nana Rosalind Prudhomme, Dr. Zakiya Newland, and members of the Black Family Summit, the great gathering of leaders of 30+ national organizations that have supported and championed our work. And in this connection, I want particularly to name and thank Dr. Anel Prim of the All Healers Mental Health Alliance, and Dr. Ram Bhagat, Baba J, Dr. Onaje Muid, and Olufemi Shepsu, and other leaders of the National Association of Black Social Workers. I thank the Collaborative for Optimal Black Wellness, the Global Circle for Reparations and Healing, and Prophet Anyan Wukatz and the International Civil Society Working Group for the UN Permanent Forum for People of African Descent. And finally, and foremost, I thank the Association of Black Psychologists and its past and present leaders, especially past president, my sister, Dr. Cheryl Tawede Grills, and my brother, Dr. Tasogle Darrell Rowe, who many years ago responded without hesitation and maximum generosity to my request to help make sure that our emotional emancipation circles process was psychologically sound and firmly grounded in African values. Sister Dr. Grills became the tireless ambassador for EECs, planting seeds in more than 50 cities around this world. Ubuntu, I am because we are. I could not have been without you. CHN could not have been without you. Thank you. Thank you to each and every one, named and unnamed, from the bottom of my heart and my soul. I am deeply moved to accept the designation of CHN Elder Griot, as I focus as a grandmother now for the second time on being a good elder in preparation for taking my place as a good ancestor. To be called Elder Griot and Nana Enola is a profound honor, and I rise up in responsibility and I sit down in humility. I do not take this responsibility lightly. For me, Elder Griot means that I am charged with being memory keeper and steward of the vision and the spirit of CHN. And I want to say a few words about that spirit of CHN, Community Healing Network. CHN has made amazing strides in putting the issue of freedom from the lie at the very top of the agenda for global Africa by the end of the year 2030. And I am confident that under Dr. White's stellar leadership, CHN will meet that very important milestone and go well, way beyond. But I want to remind us that more than anything else, it is the spirit of CHN that will get us there and ultimately to our goal of complete freedom from the lie. As Africans, we have for the last 600 plus years been trapped in a narrative written for us by Europeans to serve their interest. At the root of that narrative is the I think, therefore I am conception of the human person. It has led to a radically individualistic view of human beings that promote self-indulgence, materialism, and the transactional use and abuse of human beings. It accommodated the lie and the dehumanization of African people. In stark contrast to that view stands the Ubuntu, I am because we are, view of the human person. At the heart of Ubuntu are the ideas of connectedness, collaboration, and community. Because we are indeed each other's medicine, CHN's founding aspiration was to carve out physical, psychological, and spiritual spaces in which we could practice Ubuntu and experience the values of connectedness, collaboration, and community as essential keys to our healing and wellness. CHN was animated by these values, but it is the living and being and promoting these values that will assure CHN's success. From the outset, we knew, as Audre Lorde said, that we had to reject the master's tools of radical individualism in favor of a more healing and sustainable way of being. We knew that CHN would have to be about being and nurturing the development of we people instead of I people. CHN would have to collaborate and help cultivate a collaborative spirit in order to accomplish its crazy goal of building a global grassroots movement for freedom from the lie. I love the fact that when I went to ABSI and said this they didn't laugh. They said, yeah, we're in, let's go. I love them for that. We knew that the history of global Africa is replete with examples of failed movement building efforts because we had been conditioned in ways that undermine our abilities to connect, collaborate, and build genuine community. We knew that in a world in which we as African people have been conditioned to be divided, helping us to become and stay united would be key to our emotional emancipation, healing, wellness, and empowerment. CHN has been blessed to have come of age at a time when there's been a growing commitment to connectedness and community, especially among people and organizations working toward healing for Black people, including the many wonderful people and organizations I mentioned at the beginning of my remarks. We know that we are stronger together. CHN's theory of change is, and I quote, to foster the development of a critical mass of emotionally emancipated African people living and advocating for the values of Ubuntu and Sawubona to create a better world, end quote. CHN is about a new way of being African in the world, free of the lie, about transforming the way we see ourselves and each other, free of the lie, transforming how we treat ourselves and how we treat each other, free of that lie, transforming ourselves from a people trapped by the lie to a people completely free because we have fully embraced the truth of our humanity. To help lead our people to that transformation, CHN and its people must strive to be grounded in and live the values of Ubuntu and Sawubona, manifesting a spirit of collaboration, connectedness, and community. And when it falls short, as it is human to do, it picks itself up, seeks forgiveness, and works to get back into right relationship. Among CHN's 7 core values are empathy, respect, and truth. They point to key behaviors that promote connectedness, collaboration, and community. Empathy calls for CHN to strive to act with compassion toward every person. Respect calls for CHN to have all who encounter it feel cared for, encouraged, and uplifted. Truth calls upon CHN to speak truth to power, but also to ourselves. These are actions that express care and love, and they are powerful reminders that CHN is at its heart about attending to the feelings of Black people, about love. As it speaks truth, CHN must always be attentive and sensitive to and caring about people's feelings. In the words of Dr. Maya Angelou, founding chair of CHN's Board of Advisors, people will forget what you said. They will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. More than anything else, more than its programs and services and initiatives, as great as they may be, it is in striving to live and advance connectedness, collaboration, community, animated by Ubuntu and Sawubona, and a focus on how CHN actually makes our people feel, that will guarantee CHN success. I did not do as good a job of living these values as I wanted to, but I tried. I apologize and ask forgiveness for the times in which I fell short. All we can do is try, but try as hard as we can to truly live the radical countercultural values of Ubuntu and Sawubona. And when we fall short, we course correct. Dr. White, I am so excited about your tenure. Thank you for taking on this challenge. As you carry forth the spirit of CHN, I will be here for you, to support you, at your disposal, praying for you, and cheering you on every single step of the way. What a wonderful mission you have before you. Complete freedom from the lie. Go for it, girl. Go for it, Dr. White. Our children and our ancestors are waiting.
Ashe.
Ashe. Ashe.
Ashe. Ashe.
Now, as our Nana Enola passes the leadership of Community Healing Network to Sister Laurena, we ask our ancestors to surround her with the ability to always see through her third eye, thus enabling her to use things differently, welcome in new perspectives and ideas, and know that every day holds an opportunity to gain an experience for something new. Give our sister Laurena the endurance to meet all challenges faced with a steadfast and determined spirit. Ensure that she never loses sight of the authentic love she is offered. Remind her to balance life so that her mental and physical health are always in balance. Center her with leadership that is humble. Protect Sister Laurena and shield her from the enemy within and without. Give her clarity of the vision, mission, and purpose of all that is placed before her, and center her to aim high and create happiness and joy in all that she does, no matter how big or how small. Allow Sister Laurena the opportunity to create many moments of happiness, so she opens her heart and mind to all of the amazing and limitless possibilities that life has in store for her. Remind her that our children, our youth, our families, and our community thrive when we honor their worth. So let our sister Laurena continue to be their providence and security. Let her protect and unconditionally love them, and let her work bring healing, joy, and excellence in all that she does. Leon.
Today and always, Sister Laurena, may the ancestors and spirit guides be with you, and may you soar to your highest good and remain open to hearing the divine messages as you walk with God in your highest path. Ritual. Nana Enola will pass the flame to Sister Laurena. She will do this 3 times, but only on the 3rd time will she accept and keep this flame. By keeping this light, she accepts and assumes the leadership of Community Healing Network, as Nana Enola now takes her place as the Elder Griot of this organization. Please come off mute to affirm your approval and say, Ashe.
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 Ashe. Ashe.
Ashe.
Ashe.
Ashe.
Ashe.
Ashe. Ashe. Sister Laurena, please bless us with some words.
Repeat after me. Restoration.
Restoration.
Nonprofit organizations pledge to serve communities through powerful missions focused on empowerment, restoration, safety, and wholeness for the marginalized within our communities. Since the racial reckoning of 2020, the ways in which white supremacy lives in our everyday lives has taken an undeniable front row seat in our personal lives, as well as our organizational systems. Increasingly, nonprofits are publicly showing support for Black causes, yet simultaneously endearing themselves to microaggressions and other anti-Black sentiments. #racism. Community Healing Network is seated in an especially unique place, operating as unapologetically pro-Black, but also in a space that calls out white supremacy, white superiority, while calling in the virtues of truth, justice, righteousness, harmony, order, balance, and correctness. This is Community Healing Network. Repeat after me. Restoration.
Restoration.
Being a pro-Black organization means internalizing our mission and extending energy and resources to our frontline staff who serve our communities. It calls for the antithesis of divisiveness and destruction and a movement of restoration. We must build thriving spaces in which our people have the permission and tools they need to become their best selves. We ensure well-being, safety, dignity, and advancement by practicing trauma-informed collective care, prioritizing psychological safety, and restoring dignity in all that we do. Repeat after me. Restoration.
Restoration.
When I talk with anyone about CHN, my response is the same. I believe in the mission. In 2020, Insight Center for Community Economic Development introduced a framework for centering Blackness. A key element of their framework is shared abundance, insisting that to create a world where the marginalized lack nothing, and therefore abundance is shared by all, the nonprofit sector must center Blackness. Repeat after me. Restoration.
Restoration.
While some nonprofit leaders are concerned that centering Blackness will require a whole new direction for their organization, I was blessed to walk into an organization that was centering Blackness well before it was the cool thing to do. An organization where centering Black people wasn't only mission aligned, but an organization that was emotionally prepared to pursue a vision so vast. No one can deny the intersection that race has with our mission, our vision, and our values. Black people are overrepresented among domestic violence victims, prison inmates, and the homeless, and underrepresented in educational attainment and economic security. It's absurd to think that any one of these intersecting issues stands alone, and that, for example, we can end homelessness without centering the people largely affected by it. Without close attention to intersectionality, some of us, many of us, the most vulnerable of us, the least of these, are going to fall through the cracks. We fall out of alignment with our mission, vision, and values when we do not serve the most vulnerable. Centering Blackness, defying the lie of white superiority and Black inferiority, and embracing the truth of Black humanity may seem like a large and intimidating ask, but it is no larger than bold ambitions of eliminating poverty or ending world hunger. Centering Blackness is the first step toward truly realizing our mission. Repeat after me: restoration.
Restoration.
Some nonprofits have acknowledged that challenging systemic racism is mission-aligned work. They have started by making statements in support of Black lives and examining how to structure their programming to better serve Black and Brown communities. Statements and programming, however, do not move the sector toward Black liberation. Will, desire, engagement, active support, and funding do. Repeat after me: restoration.
Restoration.
Community Healing Network centers Blackness by being authentic in our execution. We recognize that standing with the Black lives closest to us, our families, our neighbors, and our communities at large, is the most authentic expression of pro-Blackness. Our mission and vision are a promise to our communities that we cannot fulfill without first internalizing that promise ourselves. Repeat after me: restoration.
Restoration.
Community Healing Network requires pro-Black leadership that dismantles the often internalized relics of white supremacy internally, within the individual, within the family, and within the community, oftentimes in ways we don't even recognize for ourselves. We are rebuilding those broken internalized structures by rebuilding individuals, families, and communities that pave the way for the emotional emancipation and the psychological liberation of Black people. Such leadership requires an understanding of the anti-Black origins of every system in which we operate, namely health, education, law, politics, infrastructure, government, and food and agriculture. The idea of viewing humans as capital originated with slave owners. And as economic historian Caitlin Rosenthal explores in her book, Accounting for Slavery, Masters in Management, modern workforce management techniques emerged out of plantation slavery. We, therefore, reject capitalism's tendency to view us as producers of capital and focus instead on our humanity. To lead restoratively, I aim to shift paradigms from simply living and surviving to fostering an environment that encourages thriving and flourishing by extending CHN's organizational mission, vision, and values first to those who serve our communities, our frontline staff. Repeat after me: restoration.
Restoration.
CHN also believes in and practices collective care. When a tragedy touches the community, we pause to create a safe and intentional space for Black minds, bodies, and spirits to process thoughts, feelings, emotions in group settings and support one another. Just as the African proverb states, it takes a village to raise a child, CHN acknowledges the emotional toll that mission-led work centering Blackness can take on us as individuals and the organization while drawing from the healing power of the collective to mitigate pain, emotional pain, and psychological stress. Collectively, grieving hardships that occur in pursuit of the mission is just as important as celebrating our victories. Curating and cultivating safe spaces in the form of healing circles provides a foundation for mutual support. Repeat after me, restoration.
Restoration.
Another element of centering Blackness is redefining safety. CHN prioritizes the safety of our people by understanding that mental health is an important part of overall well-being. Psychological safety is the ability to show and employ oneself without fear of negative consequences of self-image, status, or career. Though the term has recently gone mainstream, the concept of psychological safety is not new to Black people who feel its absence and experience negative consequences when they show up as themselves at the workplace. CHN's organizational leadership takes up the charge to build psychologically safe environments as a moral imperative. Repeat after me, restoration.
Restoration.
CHN's leaders understand the messaging is our most powerful tool. We do not shrink our vision to make it more palatable to others because we know our value. Repeat after me, restoration.
Restoration.
Simply put, as the leader of CHN, I demand more from myself and more from our leaders than any organization operating with white supremacist ideals. We understand that we have a responsibility for health, wellness, well-being, and ultimately healing. At our feet is an opportunity to restore relationships and build communities beyond programmatic efforts. I recognize and acknowledge my power and how my actions and inactions contribute to CHN's flourishing. However, we cannot do this work without your support, your engagement, and your participation. We center our mission in everything we do, including how we treat and invest in each other. It is time for us to be intentional with our time, with our talents, and with our treasure. We cannot expect to change ourselves, our families, and communities without first changing our internal emotional and psychological mindsets. It is my responsibility to take up Nana Enola's cause of recognizing and restoring the dignity, wholeness, and humanity of our culture and our people. Then, and only then, will we collectively see sustainable change within ourselves, our families, and our communities, locally, nationally, and globally. Say it with me. Restoration.
Restoration.
Whoa, Ashe.
Ashe.
Restoration.
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 Has Ram joined us?
Yeah, I'm here. It's Ram, not Ram.
I'm so sorry. Forgive me.
That's okay. So yeah, I'm here. I would like to do a rhythm of restoration and regeneration. And I want to invite everyone here to place your hand over your heart and feel that rhythm of restoration and regeneration vibrating underneath your hand. And as you feel that rhythm, I want you to imagine a healing light surrounding Nana Enola and Dr. Laurena. And as this rhythm plays, I want you to feel this rhythm flowing from our hearts around them as we consecrate and bless this leadership transformation ritual, and always holding them in our hearts.
Ashe.
Ashe.
Ashe. Ashe.
Ram, did you go on mute?
Can you hear it?
No.
Okay, I don't know.
We can hear you now.
Oh, you can hear me, but you can't hear the drum?
No.
All right, let's see. I think it might have to be on a special setting. How about this? Can you hear that?
A little bit. Nope.
There's a special setting. I don't have the administrative capabilities to change the settings. So we're gonna have to adapt to it. So can you hear this?
Do it again.
Can you hear that?
No.
You can hear, oh yeah. So it must be like filtering out anything but my voice.
Dr. Ram, I think you can go to your audio settings. I think it might be the suppression of the background noise that might be preventing us from hearing.
Okay, where do I do that?
So you would go to the mic and you would click on the up button and go into audio settings.
Okay.
And once you get in there, you should see there being a series of, look specifically at the audio profile. Do you see where it says Zoom background noise removal there?
No, I just see says select a microphone, and I see select a speaker and test speaker and microphone. Oh, I see it. Let me see audio settings. Okay, yeah, I see it.
Okay, I think there's some settings there for music and for welcoming the background noise.
If you have the settings open, what I'm seeing is microphone, and then underneath that is audio profile.
Okay, I see that.
And at the very bottom of that, your auto probably is clicked.
Okay, where it says original sound, click that.
Original. I'm looking at the, oh yeah, beautiful, perfect, yes.
Let's see if that works.
One more time. Yeah, still no.
Maybe it's the live performance audio.
How about this?
A little bit of sound.
Okay, maybe this is gonna do it. Because I just hit live performance audio.
Mm-hmm.
And is the volume all the way up? We can hear you clearly.
How about automatically join the computer audio?
Yeah, I have that automatically adjust microphone volume.
Because you're on your computer audio when you're talking, right?
Yeah.
When you hit it, I can hear the drums and the ethers. Maybe that's the ancestors playing.
Okay, so I guess that's what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to do it in the ether. Sometimes we just gotta go with the vibe. Okay, so I'm gonna play
Okay.
the, and then you just imagine that you feel it because it's a vibration that I'm sending to them, and we're sending to them.
Absolutely. He that has an ear, let him hear. Dr. Laurena, we see the ancestors dancing and celebrating. Somebody told me that we have, is it 4,094 ancestors going back 12 generations for each of us, and they all decided to show up tonight.
Ashe.
Oh,
Ashe.
Jay.
Ashe. Ashe.
Thank you, Ron.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
So this brings us to the close of our ritual ceremony. As we come to this end, and we've had the transition from Nana Enola to Sister Laurena, I'd like to thank both of you for your part, and you have ensured us that CHN is in good hands. I also would like to thank the participants, my colleague Leon and Baba Anaje. And behind the scenes, we have our technical support. We have Jabari Lane, and we have Jan carrying us through. And so I hope that we can all live with Ubuntu. I am, because we are. And we know that I would not be here. I would not have been without you. And in the words of Nana Enola, CHN cannot be without you. So may we always be proactive with Sawubona. I see you. I hear you. I feel you. And in that spirit, this concludes the transition ritual. And we pray that God and our ancestors will always be with us. And may you all have a good night. Thank you all.
Ashe.
Ashe.
Blessings, 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 blessings.
Ashe.
Light, love, and peace.
Ashe. Good night, all. Beautiful.
Good night.
Let's keep the spirit
Let us pull down
Ashe,
7
my
Harambe's. Let us
beautiful.
pull down 7 Harambe's.
Right.
Harambe.
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 Power to the people. Beautiful, beautiful ceremony.
Thank you all
We'll
so
have
much.
our outro next.
Elaine.
Rest well, Dr. White, and allow the ancestors to continue to bless you.
Thank you.
Go forth.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank you all.
Excellent.
Jabari.
Excellent.
We did it.
Thank you.
Good night. I tried to keep it together, y'all, but it didn't really work out.
Yes, it did.
Yeah.
Bless
Yes,
you.
it did.
Ashe.
Yes, it did.
All a part of it.
Real emotions.
Love.
It was emotional for both you and Enola. Very emotional.
We have another video.
It was the same video from the.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay.
But this is so right. This is so right.
This is right. This is right. This feels right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Ooh, thank you.
I'll talk to you on Monday.
Yeah. Thank you to all of you for participating, for pulling it all together, for the words, for just your presence. I thank you. Thank you. Jan, you did a great job. Jabari, you did a great job.
Absolutely.
I know what work this is to put something together like this, and it was seamless. So thank you for putting in the work to make this come together in a way that has brought me to tears. So when you can do that, you're winning. Have a good night, y'all.
Good night, everyone.
Night.
Hey.
Hey, I wonder what that noise was. That was so weird. I'm gonna stop recording.